Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying with Jim Misiura. Today I'm going to tie a drowned trico or an underwater trico. This is a pattern that is well overlooked. Tricos lay their eggs over the ripples, over the faster water, over ripples, and when they die, they fall into that water and they get swept underneath the water. So we're going to tie an underwater or drowned trico. The hook that I have in the vise is a size 20 standard dry fly hook. You could tie this down to a size 24. Good luck with that. I don't tie them that small. But we're going to use a 12-aught Fibbets thread, black, and we're going to bring that thread back halfway and then return it half of that. And that will be our wing placement. Now for the wing, instead of using something that is going to float very well, we want something that is going to sink. And you can just wet the fly before you start casting just to be sure. But we're going to use a rabbit hair, and I have a piece of a zonker strip, and I'm going to use that. I'm using this for a couple of reasons, because it's when it gets wet it stays wet, and this particular one is just the right color. So I'm going to use the butt sections, and I'm going to tie this wing on bigger than I have to. Make it a little easier to split the wings. Put that right in that spot. Make sure we keep that all on top. Okay. And we're going to take this towards the rear and trim off the excess. Go ahead and get rid of that excess. Now we're going to put on the tail, and for the tail we're going to use micro Fibbets. And before I do that, the body material or the body color is going to be cream, and I'm going to use some bleached beaver. I'm going to take just a very small amount because this is a small fly. I mean very, very small. You can see. Dub that on and slide that up. And we're going to make ourselves a little ball right there at the back. We kind of wanted that little bit of a lump there. And we're going to take our micro Fibbets, and you can take one or two per side. We're going to trim that off. I'm going to tie them on. I'm actually going to hold these a bit at a cross angle. The butt ends are on my side. And I'm going to pull them to length. Just a few wraps. Try to keep them together. Doesn't matter though. And then we're going to take a couple of more. Just another pair. And we're going to tie them on the opposite side. So I kind of have an X with my micro Fibbets right now. Not even kind of. I do have an X with the micro Fibbets. And I'm going to pull them to length. A little more. They're hard to see. Try to keep them on top. And then we're going to go ahead and secure that. And we have our tails in place. Now we'll go ahead and trim off the excess microfibbets. Don't pull, because you can end up pulling them right out. Gonna wrap them down a little bit better and bring our thread back. Now I'm going to take the bleached beaver once again, and I'm going to take just small amounts again. I mean, very small. I could barely see it in my fingers. Remember the rule, you can always add more, but with flies this small, less is better. Less is more. And there we go. We're going to take this and wind this up to the wing. I'm going to stand the wing up. Now, because the wing is so large, I'm going to widen that out. Because the wing is so large or long, it makes it easier to divide them. And just turn it towards me there just a little bit. And then we're going to give it a little bit of a figure eight, and you can hold those long wings. Now for the thorax, we want a black section. There's our wing. I'm just going to take a very small amount of my black rabbit. Put some on there. And we're going to go ahead and figure eight this. Being careful not to crowd that eye. Bring it up. Give it a few wraps at the head. And now I'll whip finish. Oop, we got that wing. We don't want it. There we go. Now I can trim that thread. I'm going to hold the wings together. You could actually even take them and use a soft brush on them, kind of get them to the shape or the way you want them, which that is better. I'm going to hold them up and I'm going to trim them to size. Take my little curved scissors here. Let me widen that out a little bit. And here we have it, the drowned trico. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope that you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Please visit my sponsors. Leave comments, questions, suggestions. And most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.